Hi, and welcome to Talkmywealth. My name is Agnesia Agrella, and I thought I'll do a bit of an introduction to myself today. So, I am a bookkeeper, and I'm also a systems designer, but I'm also a money coach. So, money is the result of what we do. And we can only really earn money if we provide a service. Now, I want to break down that service a little bit because I think we have lost the focus of what service really means. The way I like to look at service is about how do we service the people around us? What are we prepared to do to make the lives of people around us comfortable, with connection, and when we give our quality of attention, when we really listen and we really engage with them and we give our full attention to that person, that for me is service. It doesn't mean it's just a business or you just do service in your job or your business. It also means how do you provide service into your community, to your family? Are you doing things for people because you expect something in return? Or are you doing something for people because it makes you feel good and happy? When you do something out of love and compassion and understanding, you will feel differently. And when you feel that difference, that to me is service. And when we understand that, that is when we start making money. That is when we can start looking at how we can create wealth. The other thing is then we have to understand how the business world work, how the world work in relation to money. Money creation and wealth creation is a lot more of a left brain activity. So that means you have to be logical, you have to be conscious, you have to understand how it works, and you have to do all the things that most people don't like to do. And it's understanding how to make money. And I want it to be simple. So for me, is when you provide a service and you can charge for that service, then you will make money. But you can't focus on the money. You have to focus on the service. So when you start monetizing your service, that is when you start creating wealth. But you are also limited to how much you can do in a day, how much you can do as one person. So you have to actually work and collaborate with other people. We are interdependent. We are not dependent and also not independent. So for me, we have to be self-sustainable and we must be able to be self-sufficient. But being independent is not necessarily healthy or a good way to make money. It's when we focus on that integrity of the service and the feeling of what does it feel like to do something for somebody out of joy that they are prepared to pay you for it. That is when you start making money. So that is where I focus my coaching. But as a bookkeeper, I help people to understand how to put a system in place, whether you're an individual or not. I've written the book called Mind Your Own Business, Your Money is Your Business, specifically for people to understand that you have to manage your money. You have to know what other people are doing with your money. You have to understand and trust who you're giving your money to. So that is what I do from a bookkeeping perspective. For businesses, I do the accounting, I do the business, controls around their money, making sure that they understand their numbers. Because if you understand your numbers, you can grow your business. I then work backwards into the organization to then help them to put systems in place that will help them to be efficient, to be cost effective, and to be able to scale and grow. So I work with people around money but I focus on what do you have to do to make the money, because money is just a result. I also understand how the body works. I've taken a lot of time to understand why it is so difficult for people to change, and why is it that so many people are not financially free? Why are such a short number of people financially free? And that has all got to do with how we think and our belief systems and what we are prepared to do and give to obtain that financial freedom. So I don't just work with the systems and the physical systems, but I also work with the emotional systems of the people. So I sit in the middle between the physical stuff and the, let's call it the spiritual stuff, the emotional stuff, the things we can't necessarily see or touch in the real world, but we can feel it internally. So I like to look at, a lot of people say, I need to feel it, touch it. It has to be physical. But when you actually work in the spiritual world, it is still physical. It is just inside of you. And you have to take your focus from being outward focus to inward focus. And I help people to go through that journey as a money coach. I'd love to speak to you in more detail. If you are interested to understand more about how you think and how you can change your financial situation, then please contact me. But be prepared. It's my passion and I can talk about it for hours and hours. But I am quite sensitive to people's needs, and I promise I won't keep you too long, depending on whether you're interested or not. So I look forward to meeting you